Hi guys, it's Tamra, the Judeo-Christian medium. Oh goodness, guys. I hope everyone's doing okay. If it looks like I'm hiding with my hat and my sweatshirt, I am. Oh, my eyes, guys, it looks like I've been crying, but I haven't been. It's just, I think it's been maybe one or 2 days that I've been indoors, and I've been doing paperwork, guys. That is my Achilles heel. I've done more paperwork in the past couple of years that I had done in my whole entire career of being a flight attendant. I swear to you guys, a couple hours of doing paperwork and like reading things that are on the computer, or having to like do clerical work, like going through things, it ages me more than I think. Like, I look older and more tired than I looked when I did international flying. It's just crazy. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. It's really weird. So my spiritual team asked me to tell you guys this, because many of you are galactic, many of you are star seeds. So my spiritual team said Pleaidians and Arcturians tend to be negatively, not all, but mostly are negatively affected by doing like paperwork, clerical work. We need a lot of fresh air. We need exercise. And I know it's necessary to do that stuff. It's obviously 2022. But there's another thing too, like this happens to me all the time. So I've been inside for a couple of days and I've been pretty active. I've had like physical things to do. But you know, I haven't really been able to get fresh air or like exercise outside, like walking, which I need. So this happens to me, and I don't know if it happens to you guys, but it's only been 2 days and I have like chapped lips and I use a humidifier. So anyways, I'm a mess. I'm like a Cro-Magnon person, total like Neanderthal. All right, anyway, Spirit just wanted me to tell you that. They're already laughing at me. For those of you who don't know my channel, let me introduce you to my spiritual team. It's God, Jesus, Archangel Michael, Metatron. He likes to just be called Metatron. So it's Metatron, Archangel Eric Medhus, Archangel Gabriel, all of the archangels, Sandalphon, depending on what I need. So Sandalphon, Azrael, and Ezekiel, and Raphael when I need help with my health, and Mother Mary, Father Joseph, the Pleaidians, Arcturians, and Tall Whites. Now, please forgive me, guys. Many of you know I have ADHD, and when I need to concentrate or talk to my guides, I close my eyes. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get into it. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. So we are going to talk about the Ukraine. And yes, I am holding my camera. I don't have a setup yet, so please forgive me. I have a pretty steady hand. I will try not to make it bounce. Of course, saying that, for some reason, I want to make it bounce. Like, it's just so weird. Okay, so before I came on, Spirit, when I say Spirit, it's the team I mentioned. I actually sprayed vanilla, and Spirit just wanted me to let you all know that Spirit loves, like my spiritual team, if you'd like to connect to them, they love vanilla, and dark energy that you're trying to not connect to does not like vanilla. So there, we'll go over scents at another time, and I'll explain that whole thing to you. But vanilla is a protective smell, so think about that too. If you like to eat it or, you know, wear it as a perfume, it tends not to cause an allergic reaction either. So, okay, so let's see. Spirit wants me to remind you of the 4 major planetary influences: reptilian, Arcturian, Pleaidians, and tall whites, okay? And, you know, some people talk about Admiral Ashkar. I haven't, well, I may have connected to him, but not knowingly. He is a tall white. So remember, of these 4 major influences, there are factions and representatives. So I'm just learning all of this, guys, so please forgive me. And, you know, let me know if, you know, you have more information on this. And, people have mentioned the Greys, and the Greys are a faction of the Reptilians. Okay, so let's get on with the war in the Ukraine. So, oh yeah, so I'm just catching up to this other information. Spirit says I'm a little bit behind a lot of YouTube mediums on the, but they've caught me up so quickly, and now it feels like I've always known, and it's my second nature. It feels very natural now, but you know, catching me up on the whole galactic influence. I wasn't really ready for it before. Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into it. How did this drama start? The war. It's actually not just a war between the Ukraine and Russia, okay? So guys, I just want to let you know I'm American. Politically, I have now become independent because of Spirit. Some people think I'm a Republican because I agree with a lot of Republican issues. Some people think I'm a Democrat. I voted for Joe Biden. Some people are clicking off right now. But I voted for Joe Biden with the information that I had at the time. I was born into a Democratic family, hardcore in Massachusetts. So anyway, but I'm learning about my galactic influences, my past lives, and so my spiritual team and I, we cherry pick issues, meaning we are not 100% Republican or Democrat, okay? So keep that in mind, because I'm probably going to lose viewers with this report here, because there are going to be things I say that Democrats don't like and things I say that Republicans don't like. I can already tell you that, okay? So How did this war start? So, oh gosh, you guys are gonna be so mad. Spirit said Joe Biden was acting like a little schoolgirl, behaving like a little schoolgirl, gossip mongering. Why was he doing this? He's been poking at the Ukraine for a while now. Actually, the Ukrainian president publicly asked him to stop poking, to stop fanning the flames, okay? So why did Joe Biden go around gossiping, fear-mongering, and provoking Russia and the Ukraine? Well, his approval ratings are down. So, see if you can follow this. This is what Spirit told me. Now, please listen to other mediums. Please listen to facts, guys. I am channeling. I could be wrong. I don't want you to put all of your faith in me. I'm just going to tell you what my spiritual team said. They said that Joe Biden has been in the background trying to figure out how to make all of this work for him. At some point, he asked Putin, this is Joe Biden, asked Putin to lower oil prices. Joe Biden wanted to lay claim to having lowered oil prices. So Putin said no. And then he asked Ukraine for cheaper oil. And Ukraine said no. So then he told Putin that we would sanction him and get oil from Ukraine, making Putin mad. So then he told Ukraine that we would get oil from Russia and sanction them, making Ukraine mad. It was just kind of veiled threats. Now, Spirit has told me Joe Biden is very veiled. He's very backhanded, and they didn't take him seriously. Which, think about it, Joe Biden is not very straightforward. The way he talks, think of him speaking to a Russian, I'm just going to say it, a Russian and Ukrainian, like, you know, they're much more direct. So they didn't think it was that serious, but they were annoyed with him. So then he started rumors saying that Putin was going to invade the Ukraine for power. And then, like, yeah, starting murmuring and saying that we would sanction Russia. So that's what he was saying publicly, okay? And so Spirit was really funny, guys. They're so funny. They make me laugh so hard. So this is how they put it. They said Putin being a grande narcissist. They like to go in and out of different accents and languages. And they said they were laughing. So Putin being a grande narcissist took the bait and edged closer and was like, yeah, well, we don't deny it. Meaning like, yeah, we can invade if we want to. Losing sight of the fact that they were being manipulated. And Spirit would like to add, for those of you who know about galactic influences, that Putin, along with Biden, is reptilian. Oh my goodness. I'm really pushing my luck with these kinds of readings. It's a little bit scary. But Spirit wants me to do it. Let's see where this leads to. So Spirit told me that both Putin and Biden like to confuse. And, you know, that is a narcissistic trait. So, they said the Ukraine reacted swiftly. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of info on President Volodymyr Zelensky. He is the 6th president of the Ukraine. His galactic influences are Pleaidian, Arcturian, and tall white. Now, he is Jewish, as many of my subscribers know. In most of my lifetimes, I have been a Jewish male and I have been a religious figure. So I have had a few lifetimes with Mr. Volodymyr Zelensky. That's what Spirit has told me. So they want me to move on to Joe Biden. Yes, gossip mongering about Russia. He's reptilian. They want to add Joe Biden is, oh boy, guys, this is so hard to say. Covert narc, borderlining psychopathy. That's the most I'll say, Spirit, sorry. So he is in his extreme negative feminine energy. So guys, Spirit likes to refer to feminine and masculine energy, but there's a difference. There is negative feminine energy and there's negative masculine energy. Okay, so gossiping, backbiting, worrying about your image, being pretentious, not being protective. These are all extremely negative feminine energy traits. Not feminine, don't come for me. Just negative feminine. There's a huge difference. And that's something that is really bothering Spirit, is people are nowadays are really having a tough time with shades of gray. Everyone's triggered. People are acting rote. And Spirit would like everyone to calm down and understand shades of gray. Life is incredibly complicated. And there are so many levels to everything. There's not just feminine energy, masculine energy, and you know, masculine energy is negative and feminine energy is positive. But you know, for my subscribers, I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir. But anyway, Spirit's going on a tangent. So let me move on. So they just said a big but. They said, but Republicans think we can prevent this, prevent the United States, now that we're involved, we can prevent any sort of issues with the Ukraine or Russia by fracking and getting our own fossil fuels. But Spirit is saying, guys, this is not the solution. This is just a short-term fix. Now, they took me back to Gore. They said Gore had a great plan for the environment in the year 2000. So I'm going to bring you guys up and down with this report. They told me Gore won the election, but it was stolen. But guys, Spirit did not favor Gore to be the president, and Spirit, they said he was too far left, and Spirit didn't favor Bush. They said he was too far right. So again, Spirit cherry picks issues and cherry picks people. Oh shoot, I hate when I do this, guys. I can't read my own writing. So everyone wants to, I'm gonna have to get back to that. Okay. So the Ukraine as a country, Spirit said, trust me, everybody wants a piece of Ukraine. As of now, Ukraine is a beautiful country, guys. It's clean and it has lots of resources. So they brought me back to this 1976 song. Jesus loves the 70s. So he's saying this is his favorite generation. So he said beside the time he was in Israel. So Metatron and Jesus, so the Arcturians and Pleaidians wrote this song in 1976. It's called The Legacy by the Eagles. So in regards to the Ukraine, they would like you to listen to that song, Legacy by the Eagles. It's on the album Hotel California. So they actually said, listen to the whole album. So Jesus and Metatron, along with Don Henley, wrote that album, and Glenn Fry wrote the music. So please listen to that song. The line that they sang from it was, call someplace paradise, kiss it goodbye. So there's a couple things going on. So let me also explain, not all reptilians, guys, are narcissists. So I've been wanting to do a video on galactic influences, and the first one I'm going to do, the most misunderstood, is reptilian. So again, like I explained, negative femininity and negative masculinity, there are negative reptilians and positive reptilians. So Putin and Biden are negative reptilians. Putin is more obvious. So anyway, so why also spiritually, why would people want to go after? So people have had their eye on the Ukraine for a while. I told you already, it's beautiful, clean, lots of resources, but also the president is young, relatively young. He's shiny, he's Arcturian, he's Pleaidian, and negative negative reptilians, not all reptilians. I mean, all reptilians are fascinated by Pleaidians and Arcturians and tall whites, but negative reptilians attack Pleaidians. Like, negative reptilians are fascinated and disgusted by reptilians. Oh, guys, I'm just really, this is a lot. So, oh, I forgot to say, the Ukrainian president is, where did I write it? How could I forget to say this? Oh, did I say he's Jewish? Or did I just talk about myself, how I was a Jewish man in the past? And I'm a Jewish woman now. And I'm feminine. Okay. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. His wife, Olena Kiasanko, I can't read my own writing. I just learned this. Olena Kiasanko. She is a tall white. And my spiritual team asked me to ask you to look at people's pictures, and you can tell a lot about their galactic influences in their eyes. So really take a look at Vladimir Zelensky and Olena Kiasanko and look at their eyes, and you can see it. And I want to make something very clear. When I'm categorizing people into like their galactic influences, the way I see it now is it's very helpful. And I know that people watching my channel are, a lot of them, Spirit has said, are galactic. So guys, this is not, and if you're galactic, I don't think that you would take it this way. But this is not to say like you're special and, you know, you're above a reptilian, but Spirit, for so many reasons, they really want me to teach and preach about being galactic. And the reason being is so many starseeds have suffered with different physical, emotional, mental, my words are escaping me, afflictions, and also galactic starseeds are, you know, have had all kinds of different experiences, and reptilians, you know, they want to understand themselves. We all want to understand ourselves, and this information is going to be helpful, not hurtful. And please, I and many mediums do not want to use this information to be divisive. Now, some of it is going to be negative, but understand, guys, like, there's going to be negative things in the world, and you're not any better than anyone else for ignoring it. Like, you need to pray for everyone, pray for peace, be peaceful yourself. But Jesus has told me, like, you can't do anything if you're not alive. And sometimes you need to recognize negative energies to protect yourself, to stay alive. One of the reasons my spiritual team has contacted me is to keep me alive, because they've told me if they didn't, not to be like morose, but you know, I might not be here. Let's just put it that way. So, okay. That was a tangent. So, narcissists, dark reptilians will bring destruction to the light. So guys, people have been chomping at the bit about this president and about Ukraine. And Spirit's asking you guys, please pray, 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 pray for him, pray for his family, pray for the Ukraine, pray for Vladimir Putin. I know it sounds crazy. Pray for Biden. Send them love, send their families love. Say, please, please do the right thing, guys. You know, please calm down. Please, no more war, and support causes, support Ukraine, and don't warmonger in your brain. I know that sounds crazy, and I'm guilty of it. I'm like, yeah, get them. Don't warmonger in your brain. Just try to picture a peaceful outcome. And Spirit said at this point with the energies, and this is another thing, guys, I am a medium. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm a medium. Just to let you know, I cannot predict things 100%. I cannot really predict things. Spirit can only tell me, first of all, they only tell me information that they want to tell me. They're not going to tell me everything, nor do I want to know everything. I can't fit it all in my brain. Excuse me. This always happens when I channel. I get indigestion. So the outcome, the likely outcome given the energy right now, is that Russia will make peace with the Ukraine. And if that does happen, we can kind of guarantee that our oil prices will rise. Biden will become unpopular. And unfortunately, there is a plan by an individual to take him out. I do not want to see that happen. Spirit doesn't want to see that happen. I've told you he is reptilian. And I asked Spirit, I said, well, you know, because Spirit told me that if someone is a dark reptilian, then dark reptilian influences give them, you know, their intuition. Like I'm getting my intuition right now from my spiritual guides. Well, his spiritual guides give him information, but the difference is they said dark reptilians will turn on a dime. So they're not loyal. So they're not going to protect Biden. They will protect Biden if, you know, if they want the outcome. It's complicated. But if it's like something that, I don't want to say that, Spirit. If it's something that, okay. Anyway, they will turn on a dime and, okay, I'll say it. So if it's something that will bring like further destruction and enjoyment for them, they will assist. But you know, someone could serve them their entire lives and then they won't save them in the end. So, what will happen? Okay, if this does happen, and if these events happen like this, and I'm not saying that they will, this is just one option, one timeline that we're headed towards right now. But guys, we have free will. So much can change. This person could decide not to do their plan. Russia could double down on Ukraine. But as of now, what Spirit is saying is they will probably make peace, raising our oil prices, causing Biden to become further unpopular, creating a weakness. There's already a plan. Somebody is planning on, who's very skilled, is planning on taking him out. That if that does happen, then the whole world is going to feel bad for us. It will give Russia and Ukraine an opportunity to mend their ways with us. And then our oil prices will stabilize. Again, Spirit wants us to look for alternative energy. Sorry. But you know, Mother Mary, who is Mother Nature, she's part of my spiritual team, and she matters. Earth matters. And, you know, people are going to get mad at this because we're so polarized politically. But anyway, I've already stated my case. So the world, at that point, the world would feel bad for us. And because of the drama, Spirit saying that Donald Trump, who is Pleaidian, would most likely in that scenario come back and win the next election. And that is it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh boy, I look exhausted. It's just, I mean, I'm not horribly exhausted. Spirit's like, they don't need to know this. But anyway, if I, Spirit, maybe, all right, they're like, yeah, maybe I could help you guys. If you are Pleaidian, or Arcturian, or a mix. I'm Pleaidian, Arcturian, and a tall white with heavy influence of Pleaidian. Fixing my hair here. This is why I don't stare at the camera either. So, please know that if you have a heavy Pleaidian energy and or heavy Arcturian energy, and you know, I'll have to explain that further and help you figure out what planetary influences you have. But if you have that, you probably would not do well doing a lot of clerical work and office work or staring at a computer. It will, reptilians are good at that stuff. It will age you quickly. And not only that, Spirit's saying that you probably have some sort of God-given talent that you need to be focusing on. And again, this is not insulting reptilians, because God only knows, like, if I could have, I would have. If I could have just, you know, transitioned into like an office worker easily, I would have. Because, you know, office work, guys, if you can do it, if you can find just jobs where, you know, it doesn't strain you too much, it's a good way to make a living, have good benefits. So, you know, if you're a reptilian, understand, like, if you work in an office all day and you're able to look at a screen and read things and able to you know, then go and do your hobbies and stuff. Like that's one thing that you are blessed with. So just leave it at a positive thing for the reptilians there. And also just a little bit of a, you know, not a warning, but just a message to star seeds. Maybe stay out of that arena if you can. You can find other things, and Spirit saying we're in the United States, we're going towards, you know, better, cheaper, not cheaper, it's just more affordable healthcare. So anyway, this is all subjects for another day. I have a hard time saying goodbye, but I'm going to say goodbye. My spirit team is saying, bless you. Please pray to them. Pray again for the Ukraine. Pray for us all. All right, I'm going to go. Love to my spiritual team. Thank you guys. Thank you. I love you guys. All right, that's it.